Oh good, you decided to hear me ramble on about the Redwall series. Fantastic. Well, in case some of you can't visualize what I'm talking about in this video, then I have some awesome fan art in store for you. Let's get started. The Redwall series was written by Brian Jakes, who died last year, I believe. It's a shame. Other books written by him include The Ribbitjack, Castaways of the Flying Dutchman, The Angel's Command, The Tale of Urso Brunov, and 7 strange and ghostly tales. There are 22 books in the Redwall series, and plenty of companion books as well, and there is even a cartoon series, which I will get into later. Redwall definitely brings something new to the table in the world of animal books. First off, there's no such thing as humans in the books. Secondly, there's even its own grammar thing. Alright, now I refer to the chart in front of you. As it says, the animals do not always serve their part of the chart. For example, there's not all the mice are good, not all the badgers are good, not all the rats are evil. The shrews are more to the good side, voles as well, birds. There's all kinds of birds all over the place. What am I talking about? Anyways, this is pretty much what you'll see. The only reason I have it as gray is because that's what the Redwall wiki had it as. Yeah. That's where I got some of my information. I have no excuse. And now I go over the anatomy of most of the creatures. I'm looking at the rat picture right now, which you'll see eventually. Right, he's using a sword, a knife, he's wearing clothing as well. Basically, all the creatures, they walk on their hind legs, they speak English, wear clothing, use weapons, all that good stuff. Our hind legs are the same as they were, I guess, and then their arms are like human arms, maybe longer or shorter than what you'd expect. And their heads are the same as well. Redwall definitely has its own feel, I guess. It perfectly mixes blood and gore and lightheartedness. Best combination ever. When I say lighthearted, I mean there's no modern swearing. There is swearing, but not. Well, I'm not going to give any examples or anything. I think these stories were made for like English third graders, because Brian Jakes is British, by the way. If I failed to mention that in the past. Whoops. 3 books were made into cartoons: Redwall, Matameo, and Martin the Warrior. You can watch them if you wish, but as you can see before you, that animation style. That's all I'm going to say. The series aired for 4 years, 1998 to 2002. I'm not sure if there was a 4th one or if it was just fan art I saw searching for images for this. So, yeah. There is one main continent and surrounding islands in the Redwall series that the story takes place on. There are 3 countries on it: southward, the Highlands, and the most prominent, I guess, of the 3, Mossflower Country. There are 2 major landmarks in Mossflower Country that constantly get attacked by vermin hordes: the military mountain fortress of Salmon the Strong, which always has Redwall Abbey's back. Redwall Abbey is a peaceful kind of castle. All the creatures are dedicated to healing and all that junk. They'll feed the sick, heal the wounded. Basically, it's like the YMCA before it went all athletic. Yeah. Salamandastron is located on the coast and is a fair distance away from Mossflower Country if you're going to walk there, which most creatures usually do. If you took a car there, you'd probably get there maybe within 12 hours, but again, this is set in medieval times, kind of. They don't progress in technology at all, which is really saddening. Regarding the grammar thing I was talking about earlier, in place of body, you would say beast. For example, you wouldn't say anybody, you would say any beast. You wouldn't say everybody, you would say every beast. Because, like I said, no humans. And you wouldn't say body unless you were talking about an actual physical body. Redwall creatures don't age as well as we do. They don't use years as a measure of long time, they use seasons, like literal seasons. For example, if you lived one of our years, you would be 4 seasons old. A 4-season-old mice is the equivalent of a 4-year-old human baby. Yeah. Also, location-specific information. You can find the Redwall series in the top shelf Redwall baskets in Miss Alden's room. You can also find it in the bookshelf in Miss Hannah's room as well. I'm not sure about local libraries. That's something I have not checked, nor do I want to check, but that's not my point. Well, that's pretty much all I have for you guys, so later.